Hello everyone, this is Skip Farr from Hard Dollar Corporation. This session I'd like to talk a little bit about the quote compare and award form. That register that allows us to compare and make the best choices of the quotes that have been received. I'm going to use my little training job. I have it open, so I'm just going to click on the tab. And I have the compare and award form already opened. Of course, when you normally open it up, it's blank. But don't panic, it's okay. Notice again, we got two types of items, either resources or cost items. I'll pick up my cost items right now. We give you three ways to view the data. The first, by convenience, is by quote group tag. So here's the tags. So I took a number of guardrail quotes, so I'm going to click on that. And notice that we automatically filter for you, of course, the quoters with the items that are part of the tag. So you can compare. And this comparable total row is really where you're comparing the dollars. And Hard Dollar always sorts the quoters left to right, low to high. So effectively this is my low quote. And you can tell right now that this little symbol is our award symbol. So we've awarded these guardrail items to this subcontractor. We had a plug number already. If we had detailed it, we would be able to compare the detail value. Well, I got four quotes here. These symbols tell me this guy will not split. So this one basically says he will split. There's no little figure eight or paperclip looking symbols. This one, this is italicized. In other words, this company did not quote this item. It's missing. So Hard Dollar obviously finds a substitute for that missing item. Now what Hard Dollar is doing is basically looking at how we decide what substitute value to use. So we have this ranking. Hard Dollar looks first for the lowest splittable quote. If not, we look for a detail value. If not, we look for a plug value. In other words, we want to find a representative value that we could use for those missing items. Now, if we don't find any of these three, you're going to get the letters NA there, non-applicable. No, in other words, we don't have anything. You might want to give us something. And if you don't like this order, you can change it. You can change the order of what the items we're going to try to find to decide what the substitute value will be. Now, you don't have to display some of this stuff. There's this display substitutes. You can turn them off if you understand what they're all about. You don't have to have them there. You can certainly turn them off. Okay. We default to the unit prices. If you don't want the units, you can set a toggle, turn that. You got the totals if you like. You can certainly do things like that. To make the award, all you do is at the header, decide who you want to award to, right click, and you'll say award. Now, what if this guy decided to give you a call and change this quote? So you're here in the quote award form, you're making changes, you right click on it, you say, oh, edit the quote. So here's his price, he gave you a better price on this, you enter it, you click OK, you come back and, oh, he's low now. In other words, we sort left to right, low to high. So this guy is the low quote. If you want to award to him, right click, award. There's my award symbol. Now, this little red M is a minority. So for those who are involved in having to keep track of minority goals, subcontract minority goals, that's what this is telling you, that this seller is a minority company. Well, he's not low, but you may have to use him anyway. So what you can do is simply come here and award, and you'll lock his price. So if somebody else was in there saying, well, he's not low, how come you awarded to him? And he tries to award, it's going to say, oh, sorry, it's been locked. In other words, it's an alert. Let somebody know that, hey, there's probably a reason why this was locked. Okay? If you want to remove the lock, right click, unlock all, you remove the lock. Now what if one of these items there was a change in the plug number for whatever reason? You wanted to change it. on the row, right-click, edit the cost item, and we'll take you right to the cost item for whatever reason. Maybe it's a plug number you want to change. You can certainly do that. Or add a value that we didn't have. You could do that. I canceled. I come right back to the compare and award form. Again, we take quotes on resources or cost items. If you took a quote on a resource and awarded it, but one of those resources were part of a cost item that you awarded also, don't worry, we're not going to have the full quantities of those resources because we will remove the quantity of the resource that was on a particular cost item that you awarded to. So we keep track of those kinds of things for you. Again, there's a couple ways to view this, but maybe you want to look at all the items. So you click here, and here's all the items, cost items that I've awarded. But maybe you want to see all the cost items in the estimate. Well, that's what this is. This is a toggle. So I'm going to click this, and here's all my cost items in the CBS register. So now I can quickly say, oh, these were plugged. In other words, are you still allowing or waiting to get some quotes for some items? This may be a quick way to take a quick look, see what items you have taken quotes on. Are there any details? If you remove the substitutes, you can quickly see what you've done and what items have been quoted and so forth. So you can look at all the items. This turns it back to that. Now if you run resources, it does the same thing. So different ways to look at it. So if I say on resources and I say view all, well, in this case I've only got these. I'll click here and here's all my resources. I've taken quotes on these. These I'm still using as my plug number. So I can do that. So here's all the ones I've taken quotes on. Different ways to look at the data to see where you're at. If I had in fact gone ahead and opened up a record, a quote record, and I'm there and I go back to the compare and award form, and you see this nice red thing, what it's telling you is that this quote record is open. Remember, we can work in a network mode. The chief estimator may be entering in deciding who's it going to award to. Somebody else may have the quote record open. So this alerts the one who's making the award, say, hey, maybe there is some changes coming. So that's what that is all about. I can close that record down and it goes away. So get familiar with the symbols, the figure eights, the award symbol, the substitutes, how you can view different items, take a look at them to make the quick reports or the quick choices to make the awards. And of course, once you make the award, Hard Dollar automatically updates the estimate, recalculates the target price, and you're current. So again, thank you for your attention and for this session. Talk to you later.